I'm going to show how to host audio unit extensions inside VisualSwift. So I'll start with a new document. This is our empty schematic. If you double tap on the empty schematic, you can now add a music device. You can go inside it and select, let's say, EG Pulse. These are the available audio unit extensions that you would have installed on your device. So we need to connect it to audio out like this. Now this audio out has two states. This is a minimized state that takes very little space, but in our case we want to be able to switch it on and on, so I'm going to go to a maximized state. This is like a maximized layout. So now we can switch audio on, and we can play our audio unit extension. So we could also play it in sync with the host, or actually first I'll go with MIDI. So this connector, this red connector, stands for MIDI input. If you drag from it, you can create a MIDI in, and then you can play on, in this case I'm playing on the iPad's keyboard. But you could use a MIDI external device, an external controller. You can also drag from this connector. This connector with a 0, 1 means Boolean, and you can switch on your music device. Easiest is to show. So this is a toggle component. When you switch it on, it plays using the host's bits per minute. Now to control our music instrument, we can maximize it, and then we have the normal controls that come with it. Here I've changed it to a grid view. You can minimize it back and then play. This can be done while it's minimized as well, but sometimes it's a bit too small. Now I'm going to insert another instrument so we can play both in sync together. So double tap schematic, another music device, and go inside it, see available audio unit extensions. I'm going to choose for this one Pure Acid, plug it to our audio out. I'll use the same toggle switch to switch it on, and now I'm going to play both. So the Pure Acid, you can see the sequencer is playing the same note. You can make it more interesting. There's a button there called variation. I'll show maximized, which makes it more interesting. To quit the full view of the audio unit extension, you click the X at the bottom right. Now I'm going to play both again. Now if we'd want a third instrument that maybe we play with MIDI, again double tap music device. For this one I'm going to choose retro piano, which was free when I got it. Plug it to MIDI input, plug it to our audio output, and now we can play on the keyboard. So with this one we could maximize it and control it from here, including the presets, factory presets. But we also have a list of available parameters. I like having the noise down to 0 and some reverb, switching on the reverb. So now we could play the other two. So this is an example of two of the instruments playing in a loop in sync with the host, and the third one controlled by MIDI input. That's basically how we would host audio unit extensions inside the VisualSwift version 0.5.4.